Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
You the best I ever had. Best I ever had. Best I ever had. Best I ever had. I said you the
You know who you are.
John, Jane, Rich, how did we get to that conversation about promise rings? Do you remember? And the Peyton was...
we had
Somebody
someone call
called.
up, and she was upset that her boyfriend gave her a promise ring.
Right, and Peyton said she would dump Kadeem if he got her a promise ring, right?
And we said, no, you would not.
Right. Brian, good morning. What's up, man? Your thoughts on the promise ring?
Hey, good morning, guys. I was listening to your guys' podcast this morning and heard Peyton's response to the promise ring and just kind of thought, isn't a ring? Like promise or engagement? Can't he give you an engagement ring and still call it off, or give you a promise ring and still marry you?
That's a valid question, Brian. Yeah, I think when you phrase it like that, I think it could go both ways. But I feel like there is a difference between a promise ring and an engagement ring. And I think the reason I had my reaction was because I am waiting for that engagement ring. And if he gave me a promise ring, to me, that would be like a slap in the face. Like, how dare you?
So he would be devaluing the relationship for where it is right now.
Exactly.
It's like it's taking it back.
It's taking it back like 5 steps.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that make sense, Brian?
I think it does. But doesn't an engagement ring vow to promise to marry you or take it to the next level, where, like, I think I agree with Rich, a lot of guys don't think like that, but I think it's just the perspective of the giver and the receiver, because you can still get a ring and he can still cheat on you, and you're like, wait, I have a ring. You promised to be vow to me. You gotta...
Yeah, I'm with you, Brian. I had a promise ring before. I think that's why I have such a hard stance on it.
Oh, and they didn't follow through, obviously.
Yeah, they were trash.
Unless
I'm
you're
so
married and
glad
have
that
a
didn't
history.
happen. No, I'm not married.
Brian, a couple of comments on the text line about this, by the way. Somebody says, a promise ring is a commitment to say, hey, babe, I want you forever, but I'm broke AF, so don't leave me till I can afford the ring you want.
Okay,
You know what? If Kadeem said that to me, I'd be like, I get it. Okay, I could accept it. But if you're just saying, hey, I promise to marry you one day, screw you.
Another point of view, another text says, John J. Rich, a promise ring. I had a promise ring for 5 years. We've been together for 10 this year. Coming from that, I think it postponed an engagement ring because I, quote, had a ring.
See?
Yep, that's one point. Now, Brian, I got to tell you this real quick. So, when I was in college, I worked at the check cashing place. I would cash checks, and I would have to answer the phones all the time. And I got to the point where I was just having so much fun answering the phones that I would change my voice all the time, just until I found a voice that I was comfortable with. You follow me so far?
Yes.
All right. So then I saw this movie starring Robin Williams called Cadillac Man. And some guy comes into the dealership and starts shooting up the dealership, and the phone starts ringing. And Robin Williams answers the phone and goes, good morning, Turgenato. And so now, if you guys have listened to the show, whenever I answer the phone sometimes, I like to go, good morning, John, Jane, Rich. And I'm making a weird voice. You are that voice, Brian. You sound just like that.
Good morning, John Jane. Yeah, right? I try.
Yeah.
You're talking like the way when I just go, good morning, John, Jane, Rich. Because you're like, hey, John, Jane, Rich, it's Brian. I'm going to talk to you about Brad.
Do you work at a library?
No, the funny thing is I used to be a 911 dispatcher, and everyone was like, God, you could take the craziest calls, but on the radio, you were the calmest voice.
Yeah, I bet that's true.
You were a 911 guy? So have you, what kind of calls did you get as 911?
Oh, you name it. It's probably come through. I've answered thousands and thousands of calls.
You got a very soothing voice. So I bet you calmed them down, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Is there any calls that stick with you, like you're laying in bed at night and you go, oh my God, I remember that. I hope I gave them the right advice.
I try not to relate that much, because then it would definitely eat you alive in that profession. So I kind of, there's not one that, I mean, the kiddo calls definitely stand out.
Oh,
but
sure.
There's so many that you're like, oh man, I don't want to.
What about stupid ones? You ever get any where it's like, yeah, hey man, I got this pizza in there and it's taking too long?
There's some that actually will call and be like, hey, I need help. I don't know if you've heard the one online where they call and they're like, I need help with my homework.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm talking about you, not online.
No, right. But they'll call and be like, I can't find something in my house. Can you send somebody to help me? Because they know if you call 911, someone's going to answer. They're going to fix your problem, whatever it is.
What do you do now, Brian?
I'm a firefighter.
Oh, wow. Right on. Well, Brian, appreciate you for calling in and listening and participating, and thank you so much.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, peace and love, Brian.
Love
Peace
that
and
guy.
love. Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.